Executive Chef George Vogelbacher begins each day at about 6:45 in the morning, preparing from scratch the classic sauces for that night's service at Maxine's on Shine.
Our customers will come here and literally say to us, best lasagna they've ever had. Best gravy they've ever had, because they're real sauces. He comes in and he spends 3 to 5 hours making these sauces.
Maxine's is a small neighborhood restaurant with a growing international reputation after being recommended by Michelin as one of the best restaurants in Orlando's rapidly growing culinary culture.
Getting our Michelin award was really great. Thank you to George Vogelbacher for his recipes. And now we're getting people that are making reservations before they leave Ireland, before they leave France. That's really cool.
Well, I think we are a mixture of an Americana restaurant, a modern American cuisine with a little bit Italian influence, a little bit French, and we follow also some new trends, Put that back on fire.
Vogelbacher is 82 and among a growing number of octogenarian chefs.
I feel fulfilled because I see so many friends which retired early and they always bored. They don't seem very happy doing nothing. You can only play that much golf. I need to fill my hours with something creative, and cooking been my passion since I was a kid.
His first job was apprentice pastry chef at his father's bakery in Switzerland. As a young man, he cooked on cruise ships for 6 years, visiting over 60 countries, which led to a job at the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C.
When you were in D.C., you never had a chance to go to the White House, did you?
Oh, yeah. I have pictures from the White House. I put the wedding cake together for Lyndon Johnson's daughter's wedding. And then in '68, Washington was a mess with the Martin Luther King's riot and then the anti-war demonstration. So I packed up my little Mustang and drove to Winter Park.
He opened a small bakery in Orlando before creating Le Cordon Bleu, a fine dining landmark in Central Florida for 30 years. The restaurant was destroyed by fire in 1996, and Vogelbacher opened several more successful restaurants before briefly retiring.
I feel the best when I work, when I lay down at home or when I watch TV, and then everything starts hurting. But I never hurt when I work. None of my joints hurt me when I work. Isn't that strange?
Kurt Earhart, Maxine's husband and partner, was looking for a new executive chef in 2014, and George was back in the business.
Well, it's George's work ethic. It's real. It's the real deal. He's old school. You do the job. It's the whole job. You do the prepping, you do the cooking, you clean the kitchen, and you're proud of what you do.
What's the best thing about working here?
Well, it's a very interesting couple which runs the place. I think they're the best promoter I ever run into in my life.
We make a good team.
People talk about you. I say, oh, is that? Sometimes is that a little crazy lady?
When you see a review about a restaurant, it's always the food, and then it's the service, and then it's the vibe. I am the vibe of the restaurant, so I am constantly in charge of the way the restaurant looks. I think that's why he says that about me, because I might be wanting to fix something that he doesn't think needs to be fixed.
Chef George admits that slowing down at some point sounds appealing, but for now, there's only one thing that will make him hang up his apron for good.
They want to prohibit gas stoves in restaurants. Then I really quit. I cannot cook with electric stove.
Until then, you'll find him in the kitchen at Maxine's, putting in the time and the effort required to help create a memorable experience for guests. And the recipe for that is something else he and Maxine will openly share.
Well, I learned that what my father told me was true. Hard work ain't gonna kill you. Simple as that. You gotta show up, you gotta do the job. So what if it takes several hours to do, and you just do it? There's nothing wrong with working hard, and George teaches us that every day.
Chef George Vogelbacher has cooked for presidents, celebrities, world leaders, and everyday people. And he has two simple secrets to share.
Treat the people like you want to be treated, and respect everybody. Be nice, even to your dishwasher.
And of course,
you have to have a decent taste bud. You need to try your food. Today all the chefs are so skinny because they never try their own food.